Hello there. I'm glad that you chose to spend a little time with me today. I thought as we prepare for this weekend's worship, I would spend a little time sharing with you why I chose to do a series this month on the Negro Spirituals. My own journey has been a long one indeed. When I was a child and was first learning to play the piano, I remember I had one particular book of songs that always sat on the piano. And a significant section in that book of songs was 16 Negro Spirituals. And I can remember going to play them over and over and over again. There was something about the music that really caught my childhood imagination. So then when I came to the United States, and my first appointment was in an African American congregation with a choir of over 100, and I was the pastor to the choir. And it was a choir dedicated to preserving the Negro spiritual tradition. I was just thrilled, and it was a most powerful experience over 4 years of learning and absorbing the tradition of the Negro spirituals. I found since that time, I found before that I find myself singing Negro spirituals at times that I don't particularly expect. They've always been a source of strength and faith to me. And you can speak to my children. When both of our children were small and they both had problems sleeping, I would often be singing Negro spirituals to them as I was rocking them in my arms, trying to get them to go to sleep. I know as I speak with both of them, Steal Away, which we encountered last weekend, was a central song for them in their childhood. And they love this tradition as a result of it. You may be interested to know about the cover art that we have for this series that Irene has created so beautifully. You may wonder who those people are on those pictures. Maybe you recognize the picture of Jesse Norman, who is an extraordinary interpreter of the Negro spiritual tradition. And I invite you to go looking for Jesse Norman and Kathleen Battle's renditions on YouTube. Also, my childhood hero was Paul Robeson. And many of you may not realize that he spent much of his career in the 1950s in Britain. And so I was seeing him on television all the time. And he caught my imagination not only because he had the most amazing voice and sang the spirituals, but also he was a man who had deep integrity and a deep passion for justice that got him into trouble in the United States, and that was why he was in Britain. The spiritual for this coming weekend is Lord, How Come Ye Here? And if you want to check it out before you hear Mark's beautiful rendition of it over the weekend, you might check out the Kathleen Battle version at Carnegie Hall. It is a very powerful spiritual, and I know it's going to be a very powerful experience for all of us this weekend. Oh, the other picture on the title frame that you see is the Fisk University Jubilee Singers. They were a remarkable group of singers, 9 of them in all, who in 1871 knew that Fisk University in Nashville was having some financial troubles, so they decided to go on a national tour singing songs from the Negro spiritual tradition. Most of them were children of slaves, and they felt it was really important to educate America about this great musical heritage. And so the Fisk Jubilee Singers were the first group really to popularize the slave songs that up until that time had been seen as almost shameful. And the Fisk Jubilee Singers took great pride, as they still do, in sharing this extraordinary tradition with all of us. I want to close this message with a prayer from Mary McLeod Bethune, a great heroine, a great activist, a great educator of America. So would you pray with me, please? God, we call thee our parent because we love thee. We are glad to be called thy children and to dedicate our lives to the service that extends through willing hearts and hands to the betterment of all humankind. We send a cry of thanksgiving for people of all races, creeds, classes, and colors the world over, and pray that through the instrumentality of our lives, the spirit of peace, joy, fellowship, and family shall circle the world. We know that this world is filled with discordant notes, but help us, O God, to so unite our efforts that we may all join in one harmonious symphony for peace and compassion, justice and equality of opportunity for all. The task performed today, with forgiveness for all our errors, we dedicate, dear Lord, to Thee. Grant us strength and courage and faith and humility sufficient for the tasks assigned to us. Amen. May this be a blessed and holy day for you.